Hi, this is Jay from Suicide for a King, and you're listening to The Loud Spot with Sebastian.
Oh no! Oh boy! Here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot! That's right, you're listening to the almighty Hot Zone! Doing the intro to the Loud Spot podcast! You're goddamn right! We're doing intros for podcasts now! And if you don't like it, you can suck the entire circumference of my Wayne Tretzky with the squeals and the drops! P1E goes on till it pops! Cannonball, don't trust a cop! Johnny Spotswood just don't know when to stop! Yeah! And if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the snooty box, cause this is the Loud Spot! Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosby, right out of Oklahoma City. I am kicking it tonight with Jay and Frederick from Suicide for a King. What's up, guys?
Good morning, Loud Spot Podcast!
How are you guys?
You guys are all the way, well, for me, it's all the way in Canada. Canadian band. Dude, you guys rock, man. I love your music. How long have you guys been around?
Not that much. I think with the lineup that we have right now, like the more serious lineup has been around 2 years. But our first EP was out like a year ago, so we're kind of pretty new on the scene, you know.
So you guys just dropped a single yesterday.
Yeah.
And I played it on our podcast. Are you guys dropping singles or are you dropping EPs?
Right now we're dropping singles and probably in the future we'll see for an EP, but for the moment we're trying to put more often new music to be more relevant to people and not just through like a year of work and like losing it, you know?
Yeah.
So we're trying to be more relevant on the more long term.
Do you guys live near each other?
Yeah,
Half an hour.
not that bad.
Do you guys practice like as a band during COVID, or do you guys kind of practice sharing files?
For now, we're practicing like at home each of our instrument, but if we got like a recording session or a pre-prod session, we're gonna meet at someone's place and make the whole thing.
That's awesome, dude. This song, Misconception. This song is sick, man. When did you guys just released it yesterday? I bet you guys were so excited to get this song out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
we were excited for this song because this was written like a year ago, and we just making small step on the song, a bit and a bit there. So the song moved a lot with time, and we were pretty excited to put it out finally after like a year and a half of work. You know?
Are you guys tired of listening to it yet?
Oh.
Because I'm about to play it right now for you guys to hear your own song. Let's jam this song right now, and then I want you to tell us what this song's about. Cool?
Okay, cool.
Let's go. I like that song a lot. I think everyone needs to go download that song right now because it is sick. And you know what? I hear a little bit of punk rock influence with the drummer.
Maybe a bit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely like has your metal sound, but there's a little. I love punk, and everyone knows that, and that knows me anyways. And there's definitely some punk rock vibes. Your drummer, who's not on this podcast, man, tell him great job on the drums, especially in the beginning of the song. I like the way the song, like the intro to that song.
Mm-hmm. Our drummer Mark loves to do like he has so much influence around the music. I mean, he like punks, like rocks, like jazz, like tech death, like prog, like metalcore. So he always take like a bit of each thing he loves and putting in a song. That what makes it like a drummer. Like how can I say it? A drummer who's like polyvalent, who can play anything, but with a bit of spice of him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what are some of your influences?
For me personally,
Yep.
I'm gonna say it again and again, but I'm a former emo. Okay, so each former emo will probably spot a bit of my best main influence, but I grew up listening to On the Road and Devil's Reprada. So of course, Spencer Chamberlain, Aaron Gillespie, Mike Raneka, and Jeremy DePoister will be always my big main influencer, also as a screamer and as a clean vocalist. But since I'm young, I'm also I was like a big metalhead fan, like typical big metal. So Johnny Davey from Job for a Cowboy, Mitch Locker from Suicide Silence. That was like also like big influences for me. So I like to take a bit of each singer by like Spencer with this flow like of changing each time the range. Johnny Davey from Job for a Cowboy for going like low and super high. I love to take like a bit like Mark, take a bit of each style and adding to my vocals to make like some kind of big mixture, so I can make like a special song that's gonna reach out to a lot of metalhead around there.
Yeah, you have your vocal range. Do you do all the screaming and the singing, or do you have someone else in the band that? Yeah, so you're the only one.
Yeah, I'm only one, and Raphael, the lead guitarist, is making a back vocal in the chorus.
Okay, and then Frederick, what are some of your influences, man? You're killer on guitar.
Thanks, man. My influences are mainly like Northlane, Invent Animate, those kind of bands of who got heavy riffs and also got a big like space in their song, like it's a world when you're listening to a song. So I like to build the world of it, you know, like the synth, the notes got vibrating on the sides of the mix, those kind of things. And yeah, that's my kind of thing. Usually I don't listen to vocals that much. Sorry, Jay. I'm more focused on like the groove and the space of the song, and that basically like the.
This is Confessions with Suicide for a King.
He knew it a long time before.
Your cats in the background are cracking me up. They were just messing around with each other. Then one jumped off like he was pissing off the other cat. Just FYI. They're not up there anymore. They just jumped down. But I have a cat and a dog, and they always fight each other, so it's pretty funny. Have you guys done any concerts? Have you guys done any touring?
Yes, but yes and no, because right now is not the best time for doing shows. No. But before that, man, we were like that was going pretty good actually. We've been doing a couple of shows in our hometown, Montreal. We did a lot of the Quebec cities in Canada, but we were starting to go more in the Canada area, like Toronto, and all the city in Ontario. So we were starting to spread out a bit, and of course the COVID-19 shows up, so it kind of kills off our pretty like where we're going like more bigger and He just cut it out. This summer was supposed to be our first tour in the U.S. And it got canceled, of course, before the COVID. That was like a main dream, especially for me, but I know for the rest of the band, we always wanted to go to the U.S. and we just got canceled. So it was like
that sucks, man.
For the goals, and no.
I know, and what sucks is by the time you guys are ready to finally start touring again, these songs you're gonna have to write all new songs again. You know, depending on when you guys are able to tour. Hopefully, this coming summer, bands are back in action. You know what though? It's good. Mm-hmm. I'll say this, because of the not being able to tour, a lot of bands are getting on podcasts and talking about the music. So for me, it kind of worked out a little bit. Like, I can't say I'm that mad.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you guys might be somewhere, touring and not being able to do this. But you guys probably have some pretty big plans for the future, huh?
Yeah, of course. But we can't be like too. We're kind of lucky because I think we're one of the last show, the legal show that has been happening in Montreal before the first lockdown. And it was a pretty big show. Like we were playing with Silent Planet, Currents, and Grey Heaven just before the lockdown's coming in. So we're kind of pretty lucky to have the opportunity to play with Currents and Silent Planet. But it's really sad for the US part. But always grateful for what
it's very special to play with those guys.
What? So there's 3 songs that we're gonna play next. You said they kind of tell a story, right?
Yes.
Okay. So was Misconception part of that story or no?
So yes, Misconception is on a new release, but the story from the trailer song is from Ocean Within, like our first EP that comes out. The 3 songs are a part of the same story. It's mostly talking about a lot of how can I say it? Temptations. Like talking a little bit about emotion that the main character that I'm talking about my story are going through. Like we're talking about the thematic like temptations, desperate, the addiction sometimes. So it's really about like a story that the character of my story is going through.
Okay.
So if you can spot it and listening to the song, you're really gonna see the continuity of all of it.
Okay, let's play. We're gonna start off with Diver, and we're gonna play that song right now. Let's check it out. Fucking mic drop, dude. Mic, just like that, mic drop. That fucking song is so sick, man. I love fast-paced, in-your-face music. And that shit right there, that's what that does. That is fast-paced, in-your-face. I mean, I don't know how you guys don't see a punk rock influence as much. I'm like, it's like metal punk, dude. It's fucking awesome. It's epic. That's what that is.
Yes! Love it.
Dude, how long have you... So, did you guys grow up together? Like, you and the bandmates? Or did you guys find each other in a weird story?
Actually, I started the band a few years ago with some of my local friends, let's say.
Okay.
And then one guy quit, guitarist. So by a friend of a friend of a friend, I found out Raphael. He was studying at Saint Laurent, a music school here in Montreal. And one of his friends is a drummer, and we needed a drummer also, a bit after, so we invited him. After by a Kijiji, it's like a Craigslist, I think. We find Jeremy, we post an ad, and he answered. And so basically no one knew anyone in the band before, so we all met there by the love of music, I think.
That's probably why your music, people that don't listen to metal or hardcore or metalcore or punk, they're going to hear this and think like my wife, all those songs sound the same. And a lot of bands do sound the same, but I hear a very different sound when I hear your guys' music. A lot of bands sound like you guys, but it's probably because you guys didn't all grow up together as best friends. You guys found each other separately through ads and stuff. And so you each brought your own separate, your own separate musical influence and style to the band that made it mesh well.
I think that's what's make our sound, actually, because we have so many influences, we're not the same, but we're always, trying to put a little bit of ours in the song. So you hear a vibe of the emo side, a genty side, of a more metalcore, hard punching style, and with our drummers, a little bit of a technicality. So I think that's what makes Suicide for a King. It's just we take so much of our influences and put them together. That was make a song that you will not hear typically on Spotify.
Right. YouTube. Frederick, did you already have the name Suicide for a King, or is that something that was collaborated or thought of later on?
No, the name came early on when I started the band with my local friends. And it stayed because we find out when you write Suicide for a King on Google, nothing else happened except of us. Oh. So I think that's a good branding of when you're searching something, you write Suicide for a King, and all you see is their Facebook page and anyway, other stuff. So we find out, I think it's a good thing, so we stick with it, and I think everyone loved it. I loved it because I created it, but
you're biased.
Was too mad at it.
So no one else came in the band and said, we're changing the name. No one said that, right? That is a really good name, though. Suicide for a King is awesome.
we got the confirmation of Levi Benton, the singer from Miss May I, who said it that he loves it. So we love it.
Okay, I want to go back to, because you guys have the music video that you shot for Misconception, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take to shoot? How long did it take to shoot that video?
Oh my god.
It
It
takes
took
us-
like 16 hours in the day.
The whole day.
The whole day. We went there at like 7 in the morning. We started to place the stuff. Me, Audrey, and Raphael went there. Audrey is the one who's shoot the video.
She making the footage and she filmed it every day.
That's pretty cool.
She did all of it.
Do you guys
And,
how is it like,
Good.
you know what, to shoot a music video for people that are in bands that have never shot a music video? Do you, when you're playing the songs, do you actually play the song, like, you know, like in the video, and then they put
Okay.
the music over it?
So you want the behind the scene part.
Behind the scenes. Give me the
I don't want to ruin your Christmas with this.
how,
Basically, we just big speaker in front of us, and we are playing the song like.
But our drummer plays it for real, but
right.
I can sing 16 hour long, so I had to I had to lip sing it, but the emotion feels real.
Yeah, because you would ruin your voice, dude, if you sang.
Yeah.
But you do a lot of singing, but you also do a lot of like that really, you know, screaming. And
Yeah.
I don't know how you're not ruining your voice, but that amazes me that bands do this for so long and keep their singing voice when they're doing all that screaming. Is that like something that's kind of hard? Like, do you drink a lot of tea or honey or?
Honestly, it's all on the technique and the comprehension. Because there's technique, like you have to know what you're doing, but if you don't understand what you're doing, that what makes the difference between a singer and a really good singer. The best singer in the scene know what they're doing, how to do it. That's how they managed to get their voice through a whole lot, a tour with like 3 months going ahead, and like you have to perform every night for an hour. So if you understand it, you're gonna make it.
That's awesome, man.
Also the warm up.
I used to
Warm up,
Sorry, go ahead.
warm up, and a cool, fresh bottle of water. Warm water, not too cold, not too hot, just warm.
don't ruin your voice, because I think everyone's gonna love your guys' band that listens to our podcast. So we're gonna go into the second song, which is part of the story, which is called Mirror. So we're gonna drop this song right now. Hope everybody loves it. Let's go.
It might be true. Just a gesture, a petition. Blood, I deserve blood.
Very, very awesome. Another great song. How long, Jay, how long have you been singing?
I'd honestly, I'd say my whole life, but singing in the shower in the car is not the same as singing on the stage. So I'd say from now, I'd say 5 year maybe of singing. I'm starting with more screaming, but I take lessons for singing. So 5 years. I'd say a solid 5 year.
And Frederick, how long have you been playing guitar?
I've been starting like at 15. Now I'm 24, so like 9 years ago.
Okay.
But I didn't been serious until I met Raphael, actually.
Is this the first kind of bigger band that you both have been in that's created the most buzz? No.
Yeah, not for me.
It's my first band, actually. I did a little project on the side, but it was we created like one song and it wasn't that good, and we played cover. But after I changed with my local friend, like I said, and those guys, so it's really my first band I worked for real. I created some song. I meet guys, do meetings and videos and stuff. So basically, it's actually my real first band. And for going back to your question, I played guitar for like real for like maybe 4 years now, like practicing for real, like, and learning things, and not just playing for like nothing.
Do you listen to other bands like with similar styles to try to draw some creative, I guess, just some creative ideas?
Yeah, actually, I do sometimes. I actually listen sometimes to like a playthroughs and see what kind of figure they doing with their fingers to see what is the modern metal like is like, and I try not to do the same, but take that as like a lesson and try to put my own in it, and after build from it.
Okay.
So,
and Jay, you were saying you were in another band.
Actually, I had a couple band before finding Suicide Freaking. I started my career, my real career as a real singer in a band called Bring You Hope back in the days in the Quebec City when I was studying over there. And I changed up for a couple band when I moved back to Montreal. And it's funny because I saw an ad on Kijiji with like a posting ad here in Quebec
it's like
City.
a Craigslist, actually.
Yes. And I saw an ad for a band, and I was like, hey, I could have another band, right? Because I was also in the band at the moment, so I was like, hey, I could have another band. I just with just like this, it just came up with my head. Hey, you know what? I'll apply. Just like that, just overnight. I'll send my resume to the band, and they've been interested in meeting me, and it happened so fast, but the connection between us was so strong, so fast. I was like, oh shit. Maybe I found the guys right away when we were just starting to know each other. We have a couple big shows coming up. So we're like, oh shit. Like the train's going on, and I just created the song for the band. So I was like, oh shit. It all got so quick. We just been going through so much together. I think that what makes like our chemical between us.
When Jay came in, like 2 or 3, no, to be honest, maybe 3 to 4 weeks after like officially in the band, we had a show in a venue of like 600 people.
Oh,
that's
shit.
kind of cool. And in 4 weeks, you get prepared. You wrote some lyrics because we didn't have some. So you wrote them, you learned them, and you signed them in front of like 400 people. Maybe it wasn't sold out. Then a couple weeks after, we play at the Metropolis. It's like one of the biggest venues in Montreal. It's like 3,000 people, I think. And it was awesome.
So, Jay, when you first joined the band, you guys are already doing concerts. Be honest. Don't lie to me, dude.
No, but no, never.
Did you forget the lyrics to some of the songs when you first started, and then make up some other shit just to go along with it?
Okay, I'm gonna be the hard truth, okay? The hard truth, okay? I'm so perfectionist in every single thing. Like it's an obsession. I'm so perfectionist in everything I make. I think I read the lyrics 100 times, and before the show, like when I'm about to jump on the stage, I was still reading every line of lyrics to be sure that I don't forget every word. And for the first show, no, I didn't forget a single line, but it happened that I forgot on the third show. I was like, ah, shit. I was like, yeah.
Just fucking scream something.
No word. I was like, oh, shit, was it? I was like, for the all night, I was like, fuck, I forgot a word. Oh, man, everybody knows in the place. All the crowds know it. I was like, and honestly, nobody spot those kind of mistakes, but in my head, I was like, everybody saw it. They pointing with the fingers, and no, that wasn't this word.
You know, I think if you forget the lyrics, I think if you forget the lyrics to a song, you know, in a live show, it's gonna matter less, you know, than obviously, I mean, if you record it, you don't. But then what sucks is when you forget something, now you're like trying to remember what you forgot, and then you can't remember anything else after that. Then you're like, fucked. The rest of the show, you're fucked. What were you saying about that, Frederick?
In our tour, I remember I was playing that, like, I kind of know the song by heart by all the time we practice it. And I heard wrong lyrics, but he was not just doing rah rah rah. He was actually saying words. But in those words, I recognized a song from August Bernard for some reason. I looked at him and was like, what the fuck, Jay? That's not our song. That's the right stuff, man.
Actually, yeah, that's funny because this song that he's talking about was the first version of Misconception. Because the things you didn't know that we played this song a year ago with a tour we were doing with a band on the same rooster of ours, the Anchor. Yes, we made like a little show run with the Anchor and the band from Chicago and Detroit called. We make like a small tour with them, and we were like, hey, we made like a small tour. Maybe we could put on a new song, but this song was a Misconception in our first version. We never played it. Like we when I was in the band, I was still writing the lyrics to this song. So that night I was pretty stressed to forgot a line because I was writing the lyrics in the band and the city was coming really quick. So I was like, oh shit! I didn't get this chorus.
Just fucking get some words that rhyme with each other, man.
I was typing more fast. I was like, oh no, we're going to the venue.
That is so funny. You know, I've never asked anyone that before, but that made me want to ask when you joined the band and then now suddenly you guys are doing shows. Like, it takes a while to memorize your songs. You know, you have to write them, then you have to memorize them. And that's tough. That is tough. So I'm happy that you were honest. I think that was really fucking funny, dude.
But just the truth.
What were you saying?
We like to put ourselves into challenges, but it's more like wrong position. Because a couple times, like when we played Quebec and Montreal with Anchor and War Within, we decided to play this song that wasn't fully prepared. Like a week or two before, was like, hey guys, let's play this song for like to put us challenge on ourselves and learn a song in 2 weeks and be show ready. So yeah, we put a big challenge there, and a lot of time in the early days, and the song Mirror wasn't fully construct yet. So sometime just before the show, before to go on stage, we're like, hey guys, what about in the first two we're playing this except of this? And we were like, all right, let's fucking do it. And we were just changing the song before to go on stage.
All right.
So yeah, we like to put ourselves into challenges like that.
I got a really interesting question after I play Dark Waters. Let's drop that right now. Then I think I have another interesting question. Then we're going to end the podcast. It's been great having you guys on. I can't wait to hear this song, and it's going to be awesome. Let's play it right now.
All right.
I like the ending of that song. I like the change-ups in all of your songs. You guys kind of like a fast, and then a slow part, and then it kind of goes back to fast, and then slow, and I think that keeps people interested throughout the whole entire song to hear the change-ups.
We love to not doing everything the same thing. Like, we like to do a lot of stuff, so we're putting a little, like I said before, we love to putting a bit of each other in each song, and always surprise the audience.
I think it'd be really fun when you guys get together and write music. I bet that's a really fun time. I'd love to fly on the wall, watching you guys have band practice as you guys create your music. I find it very diverse and into your change-ups, and that's really cool. Okay, here's a question I have. So when you guys are at band practice, do you guys speak French during band practice?
Of course.
Yeah, we're always speaking French.
That's
all our first language.
Yeah, does everyone in the band speak English or no?
They're different level, right? We all speak French for our schools. We all have our grade, we all have our diploma, but after, we all have our levels. I got mine, Jay has his, and I probably made mistake in there. But yeah, we all have levels. I think we can have a conversation, but
so it's always. Do you have any songs? Do you have any songs that you've written in French?
Nope, just in English.
We don't want to do that.
Why not? You guys should do one song in French. One song.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. And then, and my last question is, can I please be in your band and play the triangle?
Of course.
All right.
Like, if you're doing like a triangle tour member, like each show you go in the crowd just playing with it.
Dude, I will get so hardcore. I will run around that fucking stage with a triangle so hardcore, dude, and I'll bang that motherfucker, dude, as loud as I can. Don't even mic it up. Don't even mic it up. I'll just look fucking cool doing it.
I think we can put you just before each breakdown that comes in, just the person that go with the triangle like ding.
That'd be so cool. Hey, is there any shout out to any other bands that you want to give? Maybe some other local bands out from where you guys are from that you want to give a shout out to that you like?
Oh my God, there are so many bands in there. Like, people maybe don't know that, but there's so many local scene around the globe. Like, you can't even count it. I like 1,000 friends in bands over Montreal, Cherry River, Quebec City. I can't count it. Maybe we have friends from Death No Silence in Quebec. I found a new band who's coming out from Ottawa. It's called Sinful Ways. We love band from Montreal. I can say like Bird Problems. Local band from Quebec City, Feels Like Home. We have so many bands in our hometown and around our city that it's so hard to put right. This one. I want to give love to everybody. It's so hard to name one person. Because
if you name like 4 or 5 or 6 bands right off the top of your head, you're gonna forget ones. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck, dude? Why didn't you mention my band's name?"
Give love to everybody. The best counsel that I can give to everybody is go to local show. Go see what's in your city. Like, you're gonna discover so much good music and good artists who put so much effort in their work. It's so important to encourage the local scene, because once in a while, back then, bigger band like Slipknot, Parkway Drive, Architects were all local band. They were all underground bands. So you have to support the future, because those bands gonna disappear one day because they're gonna retire. So you have to encourage the next scene that's gonna come after them. So maybe that's the band that plays just in your neighborhood.
Right. You never know. Where can people find your? Sorry, Frederick. Did you want to elaborate on that?
I just want to say, usually their tickets are like $10. That's not expensive. Sometime when I walk downtown with my girlfriend, we just stop by in a bar, buy 2 tickets, go watch a band or 2, and and usually we have a great time for like a low price, and we support them after, and that's fantastic, I think.
That's right, that is. Where can people go if they want to buy your merch, they want to listen to your music, they want to check you out on Facebook? What's all your platforms people can find you guys and support Suicide for a King?
That's easily because we are on every platform: Spotify, Apple Music, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Dude, we're even on Shazam.
yeah.
I mean, I'm on Shazam. What you want more?
if they want to buy it, do you guys have merchandise like shirts?
Of course,
sweaters,
they can go
whatever?
to our website, suicideforaking.com. You're gonna find every T-shirt, CDs. You can stream our album on our website. You can join our newsletters to know which show we are going to make. If we're gonna come to your cities, if you want to know when the next song is gonna come out, you can follow us on Spotify. We're everywhere to share our love.
Awesome, guys. You guys have been great. Frederick, any last words from you?
Thank you for the invite. It was a super great podcast, seriously. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it was super fun to hang out with you tonight.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Sebastian, I had an amazing time on the podcast. It's been a long time since I had like a good time with a radio / podcast, man. It was awesome. You're doing a real great job. Thank you so much for giving back to the music community, the underground music community.
Absolutely, man. I love what I'm doing. Thank you guys for being on the podcast, and thank you to every band, musician, artist, group who sends me their music and allows us to play it and promote it. We're going to continue doing band interviews and sharing songs. You guys have been great. Thank you, everybody, for listening to The Loud Spot, and we'll talk to you later.